was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
This one's probably going to be pretty short. Basically, we're waiting for people, and whenever they show up is when we're going to say, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for
yeah.
people because 2 weeks from now.
I think 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now, we're going to have guests on the show.
Woo!
So look forward to that. We'll tell you more
Multiple
about
guests,
that.
more than one. And
More
you're
than one.
gonna be able to hear them crystal clear.
Yeah,
Because
'cause now we
everybody's
have-
got a microphone.
Everyone has a microphone and a microphone stand.
Yeah. Ooh, well, actually, I want to talk about that real quick.
Okay.
I want to personally apologize for the audio quality of the second episode of Almost Fancy. Fantastic episode, deserved to
yeah.
be up there. But that was I know Anthony explains at the beginning, that was recorded like almost 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And we had a worse setup. We didn't really know what we were doing. And
One of us didn't have a mic stand.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is where most of the audio issues
exactly.
derived from.
Because it was just a free microphone with a couple of crappy XLR cables that didn't quite do the trick.
But now I feel like each podcast we got more stuff.
Yeah.
'cause we got the board.
yeah,
and
we got
then-
the board.
And then we got more mics. And
Yeah,
then- and
more
now we
mics,
have-
mic stands. We got our special mic stands, our new special ones.
Yeah, we got I don't know, how do you recall these?
Oh, these
I
are
mean,
just tripod stands.
yeah.
and,
Yeah.
You know,
And
they're
they're
flexible. Can put them any way you want.
Whoops. My phone volume is on very loud.
That wasn't the group message for the guests, so I don't know who's texting Anthony.
It was Twitter.
Oh,
Um
we're not on there.
This week we played Ratchet and Clank.
Yes,
The
that boss gave us a run for our money.
Blargian Snagglebeast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that if I didn't have to edit them and watch the videos twice. They were fun. I don't know why when we were recording I was like, man, these are going to be not great episodes, but they were fine. I liked them.
Yeah.
I
I feel like we've been doing all right with the Ratchet and Clank series. I feel like they've been enjoyable.
we got stuck on that one planet for a while, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was insane.
I liked watching it. I hope other people do too.
Cool.
We're gonna go back there again eventually. Obviously, once we get that map that we were talking about,
Right.
that shows us where the last brains are. But I think I saw them in editing. I think if I turned,
Did you really?
I think so. I think if I turned Ratchet, because we were missing 2 brains, and then when we went to Battaglia, I don't remember if this was off camera or not. I think it was, but we noticed that on the menu it shows you how many gold nuggets you have left or whatever
Yeah.
they're called, and we're still missing one on Gaspar, and I was like, we're still missing one? I think I know where everything is.
Oh,
And
interesting.
I think if I were to turn on Ratchet and Clank right now, I could go find him, but we'll
get
still
there.
wait for the map.
Yeah.
Because God forbid I'm like, welcome back to Gaspar. We promised we'd have a map, but we don't, because I know where they are, and then I spend a full 45
Yeah.
minutes trying to find them.
Well, maybe we can do nope, that hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
Tune in next week to find out what I was talking about.
Okay.
What was this week's Sunday game?
I haven't edited it yet. I have to do that tonight. It's Rocket Power.
Oh. Hope y'all enjoyed that.
Listen, I had fun. That game is awful. I had fun with it. You panicked. You went into flight or fight mode. I'm gonna see if I can have some fun with that in editing.
Yeah, please do.
Sunday's game
Save
was
us
a
in
nightmare
post.
because we didn't know what we wanted to do.
Tell me about it.
And then we wanted to do Simpsons skateboarding because I have that game too.
Originally we wanted to do Space Invaders.
But you forgot, right?
But I forgot it.
/ I forgot to remind you. It was
Yeah.
both of our faults. So then we were gonna do Space Invaders 64. So then we were gonna do Simpsons skateboarding, which I had as when I was a kid. I think I sold it at a yard sale or something because I didn't have it for a while. I bought it again. It didn't work. It just straight up disc couldn't be read.
Oh yeah, right.
And then
The
I was
one-
like,
yeah, we tried it.
I was like, I know what we'll do. We'll replace it with Midway Arcade Treasures 1. couldn't find the
Yep.
game, found the game, no disc in the box.
Yep.
Don't know where that game is, so we ended up playing the bad Rocket Power game. I'm sorry.
But to make up for it, is this the week you said this was your favorite Earthbound we've done yet? Is that this week or next week?
Hang on. Hold on.
Oh, if we're getting tricky.
Yeah, my favorite episode that we've ever recorded ever
Oh, wow.
is it just went up yesterday.
Oh, awesome. I thought you meant, hey, we're not recording this
Right, yeah.
on Sunday.
Pretend it's Sunday, May 5th.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wasn't that so much fun? It's
Yeah.
already up there. Oh,
No,
God.
I had
I'm breaking
you
the new
fucking,
microphone
what
stand.
how did you even do? What did you do? Is it okay?
Yeah, no, it's,
okay.
it's an extra part. It's not a, how, it's like
oh,
a Lego
it's
set.
these. It's
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
I was playing with it, and then it said,
Yeah.
nope.
Earthbound episode 9. I set aside an hour to edit it because I was just like, it's an hour long, and
Yeah.
and I ended up taking like 2 days to edit it just because I wanted to make it really good.
You showed me some of it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to tune in for that one.
Yeah, it was a long one. It was like, oh, actually, I can check that too. I meant to check. I never did. Yeah, it's an hour and 7 minutes long, but it was, we had a good energy. We were very like silly and giggly, which is I think when the channel is at its best.
Yeah, definitely.
And there was a lot of room for edits. You give like a fucking like monologue in the Mr. T voice.
I wasn't. I think he has the most lines so far.
Of any NPC, like
Yeah.
even the final boss.
Yeah. Definitely more than Ness.
Yeah.
That was insane. Also, it already went up, so I can talk about it. When I did the ho-ho-hos,
Yeah.
I wanted you to do something there. I didn't know what you were gonna do, but you nailed it.
Yeah.
That was
Thank
funny.
you. Yeah. Because you're talking about when we're talking to the club owner,
Yeah.
and I was doing her voice, but then she laughed.
Yeah.
Like
You just
she
gave
laughed
up
like
and I-
Karin from Street Fighter, and I was like, whatever. But you did it. But you did it so like, is he not gonna? Fine, I'll do it. Whatever. And then you did
Yeah,
it,
no,
and then you were
exactly.
like, anyways,
It
back
was
to
like
what I
a
was
whole
saying.
block of O's, and I was like, well, somebody should do it. I'm gonna do it. And that was perfect.
Yeah, that game. The Super Beard Bros are also playing that game. I didn't pick to play that game because they were just so happened that they were also
did we
playing
do
it.
it first or?
No, they started it a while ago, but they
Oh,
took
wow.
like a long ass break.
Oh, okay.
So they're pretty much like caught up to where we are. And watching them has made me realize that off camera I should level up a bunch. So I think not the next one, but I think for Earthbound 11 we're gonna be like way higher level.
Okay.
Because
That's smart.
they're higher level than we are, and they're like one hit killing everything. It just seems like if you level up for like even a little bit, the game is like easier and you spend less time in battles, which is good for Let's Playing and for
Yeah, totally. I feel like that'd be worth it.
yeah. How was your week? Your real week? Anything?
I mean, stressful. We're coming down to the end of the semester.
Yeah. So by next podcast we'll stop talking about
Yeah, we'll
how
never.
shitty school is.
Yeah, no more school. Next podcast. Good for us. I mean, in news, this was a roller coaster of a week for me as far as social media goes.
You want to just skip to news and take the reins?
Yeah, I mean, we won't go into anything because we've made podcasts about everything. But
Elephant in the Room. We saw Endgame and the big Game of Thrones episode,
Yeah.
but we're not going to talk about those.
Right.
We talked about those in other podcasts that
it's just a lot
have
of
already gone up and will go up and stuff like that.
emotions. I mean, Peter Mayhew's died yesterday.
Who is
Chewbacca, and today's Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a really weird week for me in general with everything. But
Yeah, he was actually Peter Mayhew was supposed to appear at Dallas Comic-Con today.
oh, he never made it there?
No, that's
I
this
thought-
weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, unprofessional.
Stop doing that. You did that with Adam West
I know.
too.
Wow, I thought he made it. Oh, I guess I lied to somebody because I said I was like he was just at Dallas Comic Con.
No, that's
we
right
saw him
now,
on the...
bud.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
upsetting.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
never canceled either. I mean, all jokes aside, like it must have been sudden
right, yeah.
because he wasn't. There was
But
like
he was like,
yeah.
he was like pretty like not well, right?
Oh well, I mean, when you're 7'3" and like 74 years old,
yeah,
nothing's probably going your way.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, all credit to him though. He did as many scenes as he could in Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Like all the scenes where Chewbacca wasn't running was him.
They said he only appeared in 5 films, but I don't think that's true. I think wherever I read that had their information
5?
wrong.
That sounds right to me. He was in 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. What else would he have been in?
Solo? He just
No.
did nothing in Solo?
No, it wasn't him in Solo, and it wasn't him in Last Jedi. Force Awakens was his last movie.
Oh, really?
After
He
that,
did
he was
nothing for
like-
Last Jedi.
No, after Force Awakens, he was like,
Oh.
I can't anymore.
Okay. Hey, I mean, yeah. No, I feel like nobody's going to blame him for that.
I'm assuming it was him in Episode 3.
Oh, yeah. You kind of... That would, honestly, I mean, he was still pretty old, but that would... Chewbacca literally just stood there.
Right, yeah.
That would be kind of silly if it
I
wasn't
mean,
him.
Alternatively, Chewbacca was really only in like one scene, and then all the other scenes he was in, if he was in that big battle, were CGI. So
right.
if they didn't get him, I wouldn't be like, you couldn't get him, but because it's like we didn't want to bother him for one scene.
Right.
But it's cool that I like that Star Wars does that, where it's like even fucking guy that his face is all melty. They were like, did you play him back in the day? Okay, you're gonna play him in the new one.
Guy whose face is all melty.
His face is like this, and he's an alien character, and his face is like this, and he's like in all the Star Wars movies, but he's like not a big character.
Okay. Was his character's face melty, or was his real life face looking kind of melty?
His alien face
Okay.
was all melty, and I remember watching a behind the scenes thing for Force Awakens where the guy was like, I played him back in the day.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
I need. Was there any other prevalent news that you wanted to talk about?
I think we skimmed over everything I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Well, first of all, the character I was talking about was in fact Nine Numb.
Oh, okay. I see. I guess I know what you mean by melty.
Yeah. I need to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Go for it. Oh, I actually have a meme we can post
Okay.
of, like on this episode.
I'm sure there's
Oh
thousands.
yeah. No, but I found the perfect one. Go for it.
I just don't know. This silence is me not knowing where to start because I'm just so angry. It's
Well,
just
start
like,
from the beginning.
Okay, I'll start from the very beginning. There was an IGN teaser that used not the right ring sound. So in this trailer, they were like, we got to get the ring sound right. And they used it only in like logos and stuff. And the place, there's like a cop, right? And the cop's played by, I always mix these two, James Marsden. He's played by James Marsden.
Okay.
I always get James Marsden and Patrick Dempsey confused because they were both in Enchanted. And he's a cop for a city called Green Hills, which, like, as you probably know, Green Hill Zone is a Sonic thing.
Okay.
And, like, then later in the trailer, Sonic says something along the lines of, like, I'm going to have to save your planet, which means he's an alien. But then it shows Dr. Eggman, which I can only assume is the after the credits scene of this movie. And they show him in, like, a field of mushrooms. And, like, if that's Mushroom Hill Zone, are they trying to tell me that Mushroom Hill Zone is on Sonic's planet, but Green Hill Zone is on Earth? Also, why isn't Sonic from Earth? Why isn't he, like... Wouldn't it make much more sense if he was an actual hedgehog from Earth that was, like, experimented on or something?
Like radioactive or something.
Also, why is he bleed electricity like the Flash?
Yeah.
That's not... It just everything... It didn't look finished. I know we only watched it once, but, like, there's a couple shots where it looks like...
I mean, you're telling me it doesn't look finished. I know you're waiting to give the big reveal of what they're doing with this movie, but
No,
like,
I mean,
yeah,
it looks,
they're not
I mean,
finished.
Sonic... But besides that, Sonic looks awful. He doesn't look like Sonic, and the people making the movie supposedly are going to, like, touch him up or whatever, make him look more...
And in goes the meme.
Video... Okay. Sure. You just gotta remember to send it to me.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll do it right now.
before
Email or text?
email.
Okay.
But other than that, the special effects like don't look finished. Like there's a couple scenes where like fake CGI Sonic is standing next to like real person or like real like
Oh yeah. Oh,
vehicle, and
that's
he
what I was
looks like-
telling you about.
he looks like so bad.
Yeah. No, it looks like it was made in the early 2000s.
And like here's the thing, I was talking with Alex about this and she made a really good point. A lot of people, not this time cuz fuck this movie, but a lot of people when movie trailers drop and the CG looks kind of not great, people will defend it as to say like, oh, you know, the movie's not done. They just the CGI will be done for that one scene that you thought it looked bad when the movie comes out. It never is though.
Yeah.
The only time I can think that it was Guardians of the Galaxy. In Guardians of the Galaxy, the scene where he's going like this.
Yeah,
in the like what do you call that? The lineup scene.
Yeah.
There's just clouds behind him. And in the real movie it's like actual space and it looks great.
Oh.
But, like-
I never really noticed that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you missed out on all the trailers
but-
really.
I saw the ones on
Like-
TV though.
Yeah. No, but I mean like caring about them and
True.
like knowing enough about them and stuff. But yeah, like this movie like is done. Like I don't know, like it's not gonna
Yeah.
look. This movie comes out in November.
Well, it's funny, and we were talking about this. Jim Carrey looked nothing like Eggman.
That's fine.
Except,
I'm fine with that.
but then they made him look kind of exactly like him.
Right? Yeah. There's
in
been
the end.
there's been some early screeners of this movie, and I guess people have said that his storyline is that he just slowly becomes Eggman from the video games, which is fine. But like he was also bad. Like
Yeah.
when I was hearing things about this movie, I thought at least Dr. Eggman was gonna be good and entertaining, but he wasn't. He like if you've seen the trailer, he just does that like DreamWorks thing where he like talks fast and he's like, I'm smarter than you because I'm talking fast. Here's the punchline. You're an idiot. Haha.
Right.
And it was just
No,
like
yeah.
it
I know
wasn't.
what you mean.
Fucking Jim Carrey stopped acting and came out of acting to do this movie. Also, do you know who Riff Raff is?
No.
The rapper, the white rapper.
No.
He has never been in a movie before, and he put a post on Instagram the other day that was like, I'm in this movie. I got to work with Jim Carrey, and also I did a song for this movie. This is my first movie. This movie's going to be awful. Also, why did it have to be Gangster's Paradise by Coolio?
I know.
Is it because that's from is it because it's from the 90s and that's when Sonic is from?
Also, why couldn't that song have been in the new season of JoJo at the end? Anyways.
Any different story. Different complaint. Oh, because they're all gangsters.
Yes.
That would make
Somebody
a lot
made
of sense, yeah. So you're telling me that Coolio is like, what's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? No. But he's like, oh, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Sign me up. What the fuck? Like, I know you don't really play Sonic games. You've only played a couple, I think, and like, including Smash Brothers. But like, there's a band called Crush 40, and they probably have a couple songs that you'd be like, oh, I recognize that song from being a human in the 90s.
Yeah.
And they do all the music for all the 3D Sonic games. Why didn't they just get that? Like, this
Oh.
music doesn't sound like Sonic music.
No.
It just sounds like they threw a dart at a dartboard that said 90 songs. And they were like, oh, Gangsters, we landed on Gangster's Paradise.
I'm with you. Also, just throwing it out there, there's a fan-made ending of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with the Gangster's Paradise song.
Does
over
it look better?
It's I enjoy it
Is
better.
it for part 1 or theme song 1 or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know the end.
Yeah.
The first ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that'd be cool. Also, like, this pissed me off a lot more than it should have for multiple reasons. He has a ring, and he throws it, and it expands, turns into a portal, and then they fall through it. The rings have two purposes in Sonic games. You collect them as currency,
Yeah.
or like health points or whatever. And there's also the big ones that teleport you places. Not usually do they both, the one ring does the same thing. Also, another even further problem I had with that scene, they're falling off a building, and then when they fall through the portal, they fall like standing upright towards a barn. I don't know if you noticed that, but like it's just not
Oh.
how portals work. It was weird. It was really weird. It was a weird movie. It looked awful. Also, a problem that I have that I was talking with Alex and she didn't really have a problem with it. Nobody was doing a character voice. Jim
Yeah.
Carrey was just doing Jim Carrey's voice and Ben Schwartz was just doing Ben Schwartz's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Like Ben Schwartz always does that and I've like come to deal with it. Like he voices Dewey in DuckTales and Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles and Sonic. and he always does just his voice. But Jim Carrey's done silly voices before.
Oh yeah.
So they definitely
He's kind
told
of
him.
great at
They
it.
definitely told him don't do one.
Yeah, you think they told him just be Jim Carrey for this one?
Yeah. No, that's literally the only direction he got was here are your lines. We want you to act like yourself.
Like you're Jim Carrey?
Right. Yeah. It
And-
just,
Do you think I doubt it because I mean until the end of his career the man made like a decent amount of good movies. Do you think he was like, okay, now here's my swan song and I'm going to play this character as Jim Carrey. But like it's going to fail.
he picked the wrong
That's what I'm saying.
movie.
Yeah.
Everybody picked the wrong movie. This movie's going to be so bad. I would suck a dick to watch Detective Pikachu right now. That movie would go down like a warm glass of milk after the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Wow.
I talk so much shit on Detective Pikachu, and I feel like the only time to watch that movie is immediately after watching the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, because then I'm going to be like, oh, there was so much love put into this Pokemon movie.
Wow. I do not have that strong of feelings towards either of those movies, but wow.
I just love
It's just
video games.
I can
and
tell.
Video game movies, there's like 2 good ones. And one of them is Scott Pilgrim, a movie based off a comic book.
then a game.
No, comic book movie then game.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were on the same page.
Okay.
What's the other one?
Oh, I mean, in terms of video game movies, like I really like the Tekken movie. I know a lot of other people don't. Oh man, there's a good one I know. Oh, Resident Evil 4. I talk about Resident Evil 4 all the time. There's 7 Resident Evil movies, and they got it right on the 4th one out of 7.
Oh yeah.
They're all bad except 4.
There's also the animated Resident Evil movies, which I like.
Those are pretty good, but those aren't made by Hollywood. You know, those
Right,
are made by
right,
Capcom. So
right.
like they have no reason not to be good. I'm talking like live action, like let's make
Yeah.
Lara Croft, but it's a movie now.
Yeah.
I can't really like the first Silent Hill movie is one that people like. I thought it was not anything special, but it wasn't terrible. Most of them, that's the thing. It's either they're okay and they're watchable or they're terrible. There's none that are like, that was so fucking good. I have to watch it with everyone because it was so good. Except the Tekken movie, in my opinion, because I really like that movie, but I recognize that not a lot of people do. Oh, the original Mortal Kombat movie is pretty good.
Okay.
I think people like that one. I like the second one as a kid, but it's not good. It's bad. I'll admit that.
And that's been Cinematic Relief episode 3.5. Hope y'all enjoyed. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just
No, I
before I forgot the joke, I wanted to say it.
there's gotta be more than 40 less than 50 video game movies.
Yeah.
And like I struggle to call 2 of them good.
Yeah.
And like
And I mean, to me, calling Scott Pilgrim a video game movie is kind of a stretch.
right, no, it is.
You know?
Yeah, that's the joke. Because
Yeah.
like they never say this, but I get the impression that world takes place
Right.
in a video game.
Right.
But they never explain that. There's just a lot of references, and he literally gets a 1-up at one
Mhm.
point.
And he gets coins every time
Yeah,
he kills
yeah.
somebody. They explode into currency.
Yeah. So like that's the thing, like there's referencing video games and then there's like overtly like making it appear as though you are inside a video game.
Right.
And honestly, I think if there was even one line where a narrator was like Scott Pilgrim takes place in a video game, that would make the movie worse. You know?
You like not knowing?
I like when the movie assumes that I'm smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I figured it out and it seems like you figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, they made it pretty obvious.
Yeah, yeah.
I think our guest, wait for it, hold on. Wait. I'm not going to make us wait a whole minute, but
okay, you think they're here?
no, I think they're officially going to be later
Oh.
than when they said they were going to be.
Oh, well, I just heard a car roll up. I think it could have been them, but we'll see. I was just about to talk about
Oh.
yeah, our guests are here.
Wow.
Okay, so
Good for them.
I mean, I'm not going to rush the outro though. They can wait a sec. Next week is going to be part
2?
2. Week 2. Sorry, not
Week
part
2.
2. That'd
Week
be
2.
confusing.
There you go.
Week 2 of Simpsons Hit and Run. Chris is back on the playing that, and I mean, this isn't really a spoiler. I feel like we got pretty close to the
Oh,
end.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I feel like even if people are like, oh, I don't like this series, I think we're still gonna do one more week to finish it
We
off.
might not even have
Need
a full
a
week
week,
left
yeah.
after this.
Depends on how hard it gets.
Which, like, even if it doesn't get put up on I still want to record it.
yeah,
No
yeah.
matter what, I still want to
And then,
record us finishing the game.
Sunday is whatever we did yesterday. Do you remember? Kirby Air Ride.
There we go.
Sunday is Kirby Air Ride and Saturday's
Earthbound?
Earthbound, obviously. Yeah. And then Wednesday. So actually, let me just give the whole schedule. So Monday through Friday, Simpsons Hit and Run. Saturday, Earthbound. Sunday, podcast at 6 and Kirby Air Ride one-off at 12. Monday around 3 or 4, depending on if everything goes good. Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 4 review.
Yeah.
Wednesday is our review. We didn't really review it. We just kind of talked about how good it was. But of our review of Avengers Endgame
Yeah.
is going to go up on the channel on Wednesday
The
at 6.
format's a little weird. I know we already talked about. Oh no, I think we talked about it in the podcast. Not the format being weird, but the fact that it was kind of touch and go whether we were gonna get tickets to see it.
Yeah.
Last weekend was.
And we also we recorded an episode of Cinematic Relief where we talk about our favorite movies of all time, but that's not going to come out until 2 weeks from Wednesday because
Right.
we wanted the Endgame one as close to release as we could. And I think we picked, like, we didn't do this on purpose, but I think we picked a good day because I feel like people are going to, like, around the time our podcast comes out, I
yeah.
feel like people are going to start, like, spoiling it and, like,
right.
making memes about it and stuff.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I think everything worked out a-okay.
But yeah, our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship. Go check them out. This is the end of the show. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you next time.
I like to live life, the most amazing video game. I only got this chance to play some of it and do my best to unlock all secrets. I need to reach 100% completion before I beat the game and get a game over. Either way, it's gonna work for me.